threatening to kill white people and police faced a judge. And we are learning about a demonstration outside right before it happened. In the past 90 minutes, the judge in this case delivered a passionate message to that defendant, and Channel 2's Tom Jones was in court for that confrontation and heard what the judge said. Tom?
First of all, the judge found probable cause to move charges against Latasha Ned forward. After that, she made an impassioned speech saying more violence to protest violence gets us nowhere.
Hashtag. How you feel when you be the hashtag? Hashtag. How you feel when you be the hashtag?
And that was the scene outside the Clayton County Courthouse as Latasha.
All right, this is Nathan Nenner from Hemphill, Texas. If you don't like cussing, go ahead and cut this video off now, or get your kids out of the room because I'm very pissed off. I'll give you time to do that for just a minute. Okay, I want to talk to you about what happened in Harris County, where this black thug went up and just executed a deputy because he was a white deputy, because he was a law enforcement officer. It's going to end, and it's going to end with that. That's not going to happen anymore. That's the end of it. Y'all have pushed us to the limit, and we ain't going to take it no more. There's stuff that us citizens can do, and we're fixing to do them, starting now. That black guy, he pulled the trigger on that cop, but he really ain't the one that actually killed the cop. The one that killed him was these Black Panthers and all these black thugs that comes to your town and marches and hollers oink oink bang bang and all that retarded shit. You know, they're the ones that's responsible for it. Them and people like Farrakhan wanting 10,000 volunteers to track people down, cops and all that, and kill them. Starting now, we holding these people responsible. Like I said, it stops now. Don't ever let a Black Panther or any black group come to your town and march in that town and get done and be able to get in their vehicle and leave. That's over with. And law enforcement, I'm talking to you now. When we get there, and we're gonna be there, step aside. Do not try to stop us, because our fight is not with you, it's for you. Now I'm gonna tell you old people, grandmas, grandpas, kids, all of you can get in on this. When there's a Black Panther group gonna head to a town and they're gonna rally and holler, kill cops, law enforcement, you put it out and you let people know they're coming. And all you older people that wants to get involved, I got something for you. This is called a slingshot. You go to Walmart and you get it. Okay, when these Black Panthers come to your town to start with, they have to drive a vehicle. Well, that's where you start at. You disable them vehicles. You pepper their ass with rocks. You bust the windshields out. You stop them vehicles from running.
Ned's attorney told the judge his client was defending herself from someone who had threatened her, and she was exercising her rights to free speech.
When them Panthers has to walk and run out of town, they will not come back to your town. You people do that. Me, I will be there. If I have to be there by myself, I will, but I don't think I have to. All you guys like me that's able to stand up and fight, we gonna be there. As long as the law enforcement lets us know they're coming. And we're gonna push them Panthers out of town. Never again will they stand in a street in Texas or anywhere else and holler, kill cops, kill cops.
You show 2 police officers and say it's open season on killing cracker cops. Does that fix the problems that we have in this country? Or does it add to the problems that we have in this country?
So the case against Ned now moves to Superior Court.
Them son of a bitches, their days are over with. And I'm not just talking today, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be there. And all you other people want to get involved, get that damn slingshot. Nobody's ever went to jail for a slingshot. Y'all get that slingshot, get you some damn rocks, and when they come out in that street, y'all go, we'll give you a few minutes to pepper their ass. You light them up like they got mumps and measles when they go home with all the bumps and knots all over their asses. They won't come back. And what's left of them, myself and some other people will take care of that. because we have had enough. There won't be another killing in Texas, I can promise you that. It might be a killing, but it won't be what you think. There won't be no more cops executed in the state of Texas. And like I said, you law enforcement officers, step the hell aside. Do not get in front of me. Do not try to stop any of us, because we're doing this shit for you and for ourselves. What happened to the law enforcement, and it also happened to us. And we're not gonna take it anymore. We're done with it. It ends now, and it ends in the state of Texas, you sons of bitches. You Black Panthers and you thugs, you Black Lives Matter bullshit, you bunch of freaking retards, you better run and you better hide. Because we're looking at videos, we're pulling names and addresses. Don't ever threaten another white person. And you black bastards, you goddamn Panthers and shit, try to come to another town and try to march. See what happens to you, because I ain't playing. And I'll tell you something else, I got a bunch of mail from Hempstead, Texas, where you want to rename a street Sandra Bland Street. You know, that ain't happening. You people in Hempstead, don't let them name your street after a freaking thug. We're not gonna stoop that low. Sandra Bland had a rap sheet a mile long. She was full of dope, disrespectful, embarrassment to her, to Hempstead, Texas, and hung her damn self. Well, let me tell you something, a thug's life don't matter. We don't give a shit about you damn thugs. A black life, a white life, police life, a rebel life, a redneck life, all our lives matter. Every life except for a freaking thug. Your life don't matter. And you sons of bitches, you fixing to find out how it don't matter, because you done pissed us off, you bunch of bastards. Let's see. That's about it. That's all I got to say. To hell with it.
Time and time again. My name is Wanda Dallas, and I'm one of the candidates. I'm the candidate for the position of Fulton County State Court Judge. And I just want to introduce myself right now and explain why it is I'm seeking this position. I believe that at this point in our country, there needs to be an opportunity for people to make a choice.
Hello everybody, this is Nathan Nenner from Hempville, Texas. This is my first time to make a video, but by God, it's time somebody make one. You see these guns right here, every one of you need to get one and learn how to use it. That's what I'm saying. All right. On October the 10th, these black people are going to have a 1 million man march again. Last time it was 800,000 of them. Why is it that these thugs, which is what they are, and all them kind of people can get people together?
The seat that I'm running for is currently occupied by someone that was appointed by the governor 6 months ago, and she was not elected by the people. And I think it's the people's time in turn to choose who they want to serve as judge. This country was premised on the ability and the right of people to vote, and for people to elect that person who better will serve them.
And get together and do anything. It's time that y'all got off your butt and stood up for what y'all believe in. Now on this march, it's being led by Farrakhan. I call him Faggot Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan. Piece of shit. Excuse my language. My bad. He's already going to be leading the march, and they're saying they're going to tear the American flag down this time when they get to Washington, which is exactly what they're going to do if you people don't get off your butts and stand up and do something. There's only a small group right now, which is the 3%ers, that's going to be there to protect the flag. Now, these ain't ordinary black people. These are thugs. These is the wild, whatever you want to call them.
Who will better serve their interests and their needs. And I believe, as a matter of fact, I know that I am that person. I'm running for the position because I'm the most qualified and the most experienced. I'm the only candidate who has served as a judge for 4 years. I'm the only candidate who has sat in every seat in the courtroom. I've represented individuals as a prosecutor working for the state of Georgia.
They fighting in the streets every day. They think they ain't got to abide by the law. The black people, they want to sell drugs. They want to run around, do anything they want, but they don't want to be charged, which is what's going on right now. Because Farrakhan and Jackson.
I've represented individuals as a defense attorney, making sure that people's rights were intact and making sure that they had an adequate and efficient defense that I would present for them. And I've sat in the position and the role of judge in court. No other candidate has sat in all seats in the courtroom except for me.
Letter was sent, that tape was sent to the FBI, and the Department of Justice said there won't be any charges filed on the black son of a bitch.
I've taught at Georgia State University College of Law, and in that course that I taught litigation. I taught second and third year law students how to be good trial attorneys, but more importantly, how to look at the law and apply the law to be very fair and to be very objective in their application of the law. I've got the qualifications, I have the experience, and I have a desire to serve.
Now, if you white, try that and see what happens to you. Let me get my cigarette. Calm myself down a little bit. There's a lot of you 3%ers, call yourself 3%ers. A lot of you so-called militia, oath keepers, all these certain groups, you know, and I don't understand where you at or what you doing, because town after town is getting overrun by these Black Panthers. Every time a lawman shoots one of them, in self-defense, the law has got to go hide themselves and their family to keep from being killed.
I have a desire to serve the community. As a former community prosecutor, in this very office next door to my campaign headquarters, I worked tirelessly to make sure that the citizenry of Fulton County was safe from anyone who was trying to sell drugs, safe from anyone who was trying to put drugs in our community that could adversely affect our children.
You know, they made a monument for Michael Brown got a big monument for him and all that. Really? He was a thug. He was a thief. He assaulted the store owner, assaulted the cop. He was a piece of shit. He was a ghetto thug is what he was. You know, every one of these cases I have followed, every one of them, even to that woman that killed herself over there in Hempstead, Texas, was a dopehead, you know.
And I worked tirelessly to ensure that people's voices were heard, either in court when I created a Court Watch program that allowed citizens to actually go to court and watch the process, to become familiar with the process. I worked in court to represent the community as a prosecutor. I worked in court to represent the community as their voice.
You know, you're a goddamn warrior as long as you're sitting behind your computer. You know, whether black people are taking over everything. You know, I'm not no racist son of a bitch. You know, I like black people, but there's a difference in a black person and a freaking thug. And what we're seeing taking over everything is thugs. You know, it makes me sick.
And so because of all of my experience, because of my qualifications, because of my tireless service to the Fulton County community.
You know, they call me Ku Klux Klan, they call me this and call me that, just because they were pissed off because a white man decided to stand up against a bunch of ghetto-ass dogs. You son of bitches, get off your ass and do something and quit talking and shit. Kiss my ass. Cut that son of a bitch off.
I ask you on November 4th to vote for the most experienced, the most qualified, the only candidate who should serve you. Wanda L. Dallas, Fulton County State Court Judge. Thank you.
This is Palmetto Star, the Ratchet Revolutionary. Think about this. No one investigated any further claims about what the media that Empress Sekhmet put up. Why wasn't she given a proper investigation? The only thing that the police did was go off the words that some white racist vigilantes had put out online. Think about this. Black voices matter. We should be entitled to say what we want to say without fear of persecution. Of course, we all know there's limits, but the limits do have color lines. Frank Niner, he blatantly put out a threat towards black activists, even cocking a shotgun.
And we gonna hunt you sons of bitches down, because we're pissed off. And ain't nobody gonna stop us now, you dirty bastard. Last freaking thing some of you son of bitches are here is that noise right there when we come in your goddamn house. Don't ever threaten another cop in Texas.
Nothing done to him. Just recently, 2 adult white males made a Facebook video in which they pointed a gun at a police car while drinking and driving.
Making the rounds on social media tonight, concerning to parents and law enforcement. Take a look as a passenger points a gun at a St. Lucie County Sheriff's Deputy patrol car.
Tonight, officers are calling the video disrespectful and reckless. News Channel 5's Megan McRoberts is live with us tonight here in studio with a story you'll see only on 5. Megan.
And Jay and Kelly, that video shows 2 men riding in their car. At least one of them is drinking and armed. Then they point that gun out the window at a St. Lucie County Sheriff's Deputy's patrol car, laughing as they do so. Other local law enforcement officers are not finding it the least bit funny, but disrespectful, even potentially dangerous.
We're already on high alert as it is. If you really want to have fun, there's other things to do. There's, you know, other than act stupid. And that's what it is. It's acting stupid.
Now, the sheriff's office tells me that those 2 men and their parents met with detectives, and they decided to allow the parents to handle this matter and decide on a punishment. Detectives telling us the pair admitted they made bad choices and would make better choices in the future. I'm Megan McRoberts, back to you.
Nothing done to them. Who really has free speech? Think about this. We must protect our women, our children, and everybody involved in progression of this movement. So on the 23rd, yes, this Friday, meet us at 9151 Terror Boulevard and let's get Empress Sekhmet free of her just blatantly biased and absurd charges. Free Empress Sekhmet. Hashtag that in your social media and meet us at 9151 Terror Boulevard in Jonesboro, Georgia at 8 a.m. We will be rallying there for her bond hearing on the 23rd to get her out. Let's make freedom ring this Friday. Win the revolution within. This is Palmetto Star, and I just wanted to speak on the biased and unfit judgments of Judge Dallas, who presided over the preliminary hearings of Empress Sekhmet. Now, Judge Dallas made a lot of firm and agitated remarks about Empress Sekhmet's video. First of all, she assumed that she edited the video herself, which I thought was hilarious because she referenced a actual still shot in the video, which I thought was very presumptuous of her. Next, we gotta look at her record. She closely aligns herself with a known terroristic group called Police Lives Matter. Now, you may have heard of this group because one of the people that was in Police Lives Matter and associated with that actually destroyed his own truck and tried to blame it on black activists, on Black Lives Matters, and on FYF 9/11. So
the pickup truck's owner was arrested today and is accused of trashing his own truck. It had a Blue Lives Matter tribute, and he claims someone spray painted Black Lives Matter and vulgar anti-police messages. Fox 4 first broke the vandalism story, and only Fox 4's James Rose was in Hill County for the arrest. James is back from Whitney with the exclusive details.
Well, Clarice, Scott Lattin made national news last week with those disturbing claims that the family's only vehicle was seriously damaged and got a great deal of money and support. Today, he's behind bars, and police are searching his home right now. Wearing shorts and no shirt, it was clear Scott Lattin had no idea when Whitney police arrived at his home they were coming for him. The disabled veteran told Whitney police on September 8th someone tagged his truck with Black Lives Matter and other graffiti because he displayed pro-police messages and symbols on his pickup. Friday afternoon, police arrested Lattin on a misdemeanor charge of making a false police report.
She aligns herself with this group that obviously does terroristic acts to incite racial conflicts. Second, I heard that she also started a fundraiser for police on the one day that seems very shaky, on the anniversary of Michael Brown's death. Who does this? So not only does she affiliate herself with white nationalist terrorists, she also is in complete disregard of Black lives, even though she is a Black woman herself. And that is sad. But it is typical of anybody that is still plugged into the matrix, because they have Stockholm syndrome where they identify with their captors, and they have no feelings of being free. They don't know what freedom is. So instead of harshly blaming and criticizing Judge Dallas, I just would like for the people to look over her previous judgments with a fine-tooth comb, because she definitely has bias and a love for white nationalist terrorists. Look into Judge Dallas. Free Ike Empress segment.